the ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus.
Let's try it out again. Okay?
Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Take two. There you go.
Action. Action. Right here on the Petronas Sepang International Circuit, you can see the heat right on our heads.
I'm shining.
He's shining, and we are ignoring him. No, we are not. You're joined with me, Erin Cheong, and I'm.
You're Erin Cheong. I'm your Adnan. It is too hot outside here. The Erin can't even put two sentences together. It is definitely warming up. Memang panas di sini di Litar Antarabangsa Sepang ini, di Petronas Litar Antarabangsa Sepang.
I don't think it makes a difference.
Saya nak sebenarnya silau untuk kamera, diharapkan penonton-penonton kita, whoever that's watching us on our socials, are not, being blindsided by how shiny I am today. But obviously, we have just witnessed earlier this morning the first session that we have had for the three different categories. We had the Mtcc, we had the SP2V, and NT2V. And right now, untuk afternoon session ni, there's another race that is going to be happening for two different other categories. What are they?
We have the TP and the TP2 production categories.
Correct.
Now, this is, of course, round one, race one of the Malaysia Touring Car Championship 2026. If you joined us earlier, you should also witness our second session for today as well. It's going to be hot on the tracks. We have wonderful, amazing lineup for this session. What are you most excited about, actually?
I'm actually excited to see how the drivers are actually, handling themselves on the track. Because, kenapa saya cakap macam ni? Tadi kita dah terima maklum balas. We've had feedbacks from the drivers earlier. They said that the fact it is too hot and it's quite slippery, licin dekat luar tu.
Yes, it's not sticking. Their tires are not sticking.
Correct.
So it's going to be interesting to see how our drivers pan out. It's going to take a test on skill. It's going to take on test on driving. It's going to take some tests on their machines. It's going to be very, very hectic out there.
Exactly. And also not forgetting as well, again, thank you so much for watching us on our socials, on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Don't forget to also follow us on Instagram as well as TikTok for all the latest content that we produce for Sepang International Circuit, all the upcoming events, apa yang terbaru daripada Litar Antarabangsa Sepang ini, all the fun activities and whatnot. Do check us out, and not forgetting as well, of course, towards the end of the year, 30th October until the 1st of November, actually, another edition of the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2026 will be happening down here. Tickets are selling still. They are still available. So jangan lepaskan peluang ini. Pergilah ke website sepangcircuit.com ataupun mana-mana socials kami untuk mendapatkan tiket yang sedang dijual.
Yes, 30th of October is where the Grand Prix is happening.
Cukup nak simpan duit lagi tu sebenarnya sikit-sikit untuk nak beli tiket tu. Kan?
Sikit-sikit dia lama-lama jadi bukit. That's the saying, right?
Lagi tinggi daripada Erin lah, of course. Okay.
We just had to bring it up there. But I'm on the heels, guys. I'm on heels. I'm trying my best here. But another person who don't have to worry about his feet, I'm telling you, probably has the best job right here.
He definitely has the best job. But
best
again, we pity him earlier this morning sebab dia keseorangan, dia kesunyian, tak ada orang nak berceloteh dengan dia. Unfortunately, we can't be with him. So, Nick, lonely?
I am so lonely, but I can see the beads of sweat dripping off Mio's head. That is indeed how hot and sweltering it is out there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to the live coverage of the 2026 Malaysia Touring Car Championship season, where we are bound to witness the first race in the TP2000 category. Now, as Mio and Irene mentioned earlier, we had a tantalizing opening curtains to the MT category, and actually, we have not had much of a break. In just less than half an hour, we are going to be preparing for the TP2000 category. All the action happening right here, of course, at the Petronas Sepang International Circuit, home of the Mtcc. And this is where the action will unfold from now till the end of the season. Now, let me just give you the dates of the Mtcc. So obviously, round one is taking place this weekend, the final weekend of April 25th. In fact, yesterday we started off with qualifying. So final round, April 24th to the 26th. Now, round two will be happening at the end of June 26th to 28th. Round three is taking place right after that, 1 month after that. That's happening from July 24th to 26th. And the following month, August 21st to 23rd, that would be our final round. Round four, which will also double up as a mini endurance race. That will be our 300-kilometer race. Yes, so back to back action happening here at the Sepang International Circuit, and plenty of other things happening throughout the course of the year as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as Mio alluded to earlier, the Petronas MotoGP is also happening at the end of October. That will be happening from October 30th to November 1st. And as for the MotoGP, that is a race that keeps getting bigger and bigger as well. We had a record high attendance last year, 190,000. I think the organizers have set a benchmark to surpass the 200,000 spectator turnout. So if you haven't got your ticket, please do tune in to the Sepang International Circuit website. But attention and focus is on the race that is going to be on show in just a few moments. It's the TP2000 category, the turbo class category. For all you petrol heads, motor heads, this is the race that you do not want to miss. It's going to be happening in just a few moments. We've had some great action that has unfolded over the course of the last few years with regards to this category. And I just want to tell you, the defending champions for this category in the TP class, we have Boy Wong, who won last year's race with 109 points. And while Boy Wong is not in action here today, we do have a defending champion who is in action. That man is Chiao Tek Song, who won the TP2 class, and he will be one of two competitors in action here in the TP2 category. So stay tuned and brace yourself for some explosive action that will unfold in sweltering conditions at the Sepang International Circuit. I have to say that the conditions have gotten even more hotter since the first race that took place just before noon. It is how it usually unfolds here. An interesting point that Irene also brought up earlier, the track conditions are so hot that the tires are actually struggling to come to grips with the track conditions. So that's going to be another point of a contention or another challenge that our 7 drivers are going to have to find a way to surpass. But I'm sure they will find a way to give us the best possible entertainment. Now, this TP class will be a 30-minute race, and upon completion of 30 minutes, there will be one additional lap to confirm our champions. And unlike the MT category, where there was a 122nd pit stop, in this category, there isn't any pit stop. It's essentially a sprint race, and what that means is explosive action that will unfold over the course of 30 to 35 minutes. So, wherever you are tuned in from across the world, if you haven't got your lunch, if you haven't taken your lunch, please do go and get yourself a quick bite and do join us for the action. And I just want to also give a massive shout out to some of our partners that have continuously been a part of our journey for such a long time now. Massive thank you to Hankook, who is our official attire distributor. Hankook has been a supporter of the Mtcc family for some years now, and their support and partnership has been one of the cornerstones of success of this championship. And I just want to reiterate that through HK Motorsport, Hankook is providing a 3,000 ringgit subsidy per car for teams competing in this particular category, the touring production category, to help them manage costs and also manage the operations on the grid. So 3,000 ringgit goes a long way in the context of racing. Again, once again, thank you to Hankook and also HK Motorsport for coming through and providing this much needed subsidy for the competing teams. And besides that, the Mtcc also welcomes a new member to the family in the form of a TV Sarawak, who will be our official free-to-air broadcaster this year. Now, TVS, the reach is pretty much, stretches all throughout Malaysia. So wherever you are in the country, be it in the east of the country, in Borneo, be it in Sabah and Sarawak, or if you are in Peninsula, you can also tune in to the Mtcc by tuning into TV Sarawak. And besides the MT and TP category, we also have two new, I wouldn't say categories, but it is awards that will be given tomorrow at the end of round one. And that award is the Women's Cup and also the Amateur Cup. And we have seen some of our amateurs shining through in the MT category earlier, and may it continue tomorrow as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we see our drivers getting ready to go out into the sweltering heat and brace themselves for an action-packed racing, we will be on standby. The safety car wrapped up in the Hankook livery will be ready to lead these teams out into the formation lap. And after that, it will be a standing start, followed by non-stop action. A 30-minute race plus an additional lap, no pit stops, 7 cars in action, 7 cars fighting for glory. And just to also inform you that there will be 2 other races, 2 other events happening after this. There will be the round 1 of the Lamborghini Super Trofeo Asia, and followed by the Asia Classic Car Challenge. So if you have your day planned out in front of the TV or in front of your screens, then this live stream is exactly what you should aspire to be in front of. Or if you will feel that you do not want to just be at home and watch the action on TV, by all means, make your way down here to the Petronas International Circuit. I can see more fans actually coming down to catch this turbo class race action. And feel free to come and join them. Access to the grandstand is free, and if you require, if you want to be up close and personal with the drivers and the teams themselves, then you can also purchase paddock access. That's available for only 100 ringgit. Or if you want to come and be like me and sit down in cool room with air condition and watch the action from a great seating position, basically a grandstand view, then there are also hospitality packages that are available via the SIC website. So as we see the pit crew members coming out to the start line, just to give the just to anticipate the arrival of their teams into the starting positions. And also the umbrella girls will be coming out. Competitors have been in this category for some time now, and this car number 39, Leon Koo, is one of them. This turbo class category, I can tell you that these guys go significantly faster than your MT category. They are capable of clocking top speeds of up to 140, 150 kilometers an hour. And as a result, we will see a much faster race, a much more explosive race, more intense battle happening. And just to give you the results for qualifying yesterday, Leon Koo topped it with a time of 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And as a result, he will take pole position. Jonathan Z, another competitor who is no stranger to this turbo class race, he came in second fastest with a lap time of 2 minutes 25 seconds, and he will sit behind Leon Koo in second place. And in third place we have Chiang Chun Shang from Bay Racing, and he clocked a time of 2:26. In fourth place we have Muhammad Hafiz, 2:27. Chiao Tek Song, our defending champion in the TP2, he clocked a time of 2:34, and there was also Ken Urata who clocked 2:35. So this gives you an indication, gives us a preview of what's to come in terms of lap times and car speeds. And so, and right now, let's go down to the pits for an interview with Car 100.
All right, guys, now I'm together and on the grid here together with Hafiz, who's driving. There's actually a very nice looking Yaris over here. Yaris, Hafiz, eh? Yeah. Not bad, dia punya performance.
We have done testing and development for 3 years already. So this one is our first year in Mtcc.
Okay. No, and the funny thing is, because tadi you pun cerita, you were talking to us about how different this car is, and the fact that this is the first time this car is being used in a proper race. Granted, ini adalah round 1, race 1. Yeah. Sort of like a trial run, so to speak. Nak tengok dia boleh challenge performance dan juga ketahanan dia and everything. Share with us that experience a bit.
Kita dah buat testing dalam minggu ni. So, yes, we a bit behind daripada yang lain. Tapi it's okay. kita anggap ni round 1 ni kita punya masih lagi testing lagi. So not much hope, tapi racing siapa nak kalah kan?
Betul, racing tak ada siapa nak kalah. And also kalau kita tengok feedback daripada drivers untuk sesi pagi tadi, untuk other categories, other class, masalah licin. It's quite slippery out there because it's just very hot. There's no grip with the tyres. So how are you anticipating that? Apa yang cara pemanduan? Are you going to be more aggressive atau lebih berjaga-jaga ke? What will be your tactic basically?
Okay, I dah tengok kategori ni for the past 3 years. So I dah lakukan sedikit kajian. So we try to play the game.
Okay.
So we try to manage the tyre wear if can. So sebab sebelum ni 10 lap all gone. So tyre baru kita tak tahu macam mana. So we try the best to play the game.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Play the game well. So good luck to you, Hafiz. Selamat berjaya. So hopefully jumpa you dekat podium.
InsyaAllah.
Okay, yang penting kajian harus dijalankan. Back to you, Nick.
Yes, homework and research is definitely part of the racing game. And yes, interesting comments there by Hafiz to basically just analyze how much the tires will be able to adapt to this race. And of course, compared to the MT class, these guys go much faster, and of course the braking is also much more intense. As we take a look at the Sepang International Circuit, where our competitors will be doing the business, a circuit length of 5.543 kilometers with total corners of 15. And you can see that there are plenty of overtaking opportunities through the sweeping corners, but also a lot of intense braking, especially at those apex turns, such as turn 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10, and even the final bend. Okay, we're going to go back down to the pits with an interview with Leon Koo.
Car number 39 right here, starting off on the Mtcc 2026. We are at the TP2 category session, and I'm here with car number 39, Leon Koo. Leon, of course, you're not stranger to this track. You're not a stranger to the car. You're not a stranger to the race. But how do you think this is going to go for you?
Yeah, I think it's good. The car is perfectly good. It's fast. I'm only an average driver. Okay, so actually the car performs well. Compared with Jonathan, I think he's a better driver and more experienced. And I'm only the 6 years in racing. Yeah, so I'm trying my best. I hope to win this year.
Now, of course, you fared well for the qualifying, bringing you for P1 in the starting grid today. So would you say your biggest competitor is Jonathan Z on this race?
In fact, all of them. You can't tell. Okay, I'm trying my best. So, in fact, most of the drivers are more experienced than me. Yeah, so I'm trying my best. Competitors, anything can happen throughout the race. So, let's see. I try my best. Yeah.
Leon, I would like to believe that you're also an experienced driver yourself. You've been doing this for so many years. Of course, we can't wait to see how this is going to fare out for you. I'm hoping to grab the podium as well for this season. Do you think you've done enough practice? You know the drivers, you know their driving style, you know their race style, you know their ethics. Do you think you've done enough research and practice to start off the race?
Yeah, I think I've done enough, and I practice very hard, and I hope to win this year overall championship. Yeah.
All right, good luck to you, Leon. Good luck to you. And of course, back to Nick.
I'm sensing some mind games from Leon Koo, just downplaying his capabilities and perhaps throwing it to his competitors, which is Jonathan Z and the rest. Leon is one of the big names in this TP2000 category, as Irene mentioned earlier. He's been out there and he's had some great success and some great battles with Jonathan Z and also Boy Wong, who is not here today, our defending champion. And we will see how Leon and the rest fares. Again, these guys are back here for a new season. It has been almost, I would say, 7 months since round 4 was completed. So they have had a lot of time for R&D to work with the car, to find the best setting for the car, and to find the best tune-up and really devise the best strategy for the car. Because some of these guys did not compete in the S1K. So for them, for some of them, the last competition came at round 4 of last year's Mtcc. And so they've had a long break, they've had an extended break. And so now it is time to dust off the cobwebs and look to put on that racing mentality and winning mentality and try and find their groove on track. And will they be able to do it? We are going to find out real soon. This is where all the pit crew members, only two pit crew members are allowed besides the driver, and once the 1 minute board is up, they will be asked to leave, just leaving the drivers on track and ready to get going. So it's all about strategy, it's all about starting well, it's all about managing the tire situation in the context of this heat, managing the braking strategy well as well, because as I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of intense braking opportunities at those sharp apex turns, and that would really cause the wear and tear. I remember Fadzil Alang in that Mercedes A45 last year. He had a hot and cold moment in this particular race, because some of the times those brake pads just wore off before he even completed the race. So it's a lot about race strategy, car management, confidence, finesse, skills, and focus. These are the attributes that all these drivers, no doubt, would have had time to mull over, would have had time to think about, would have had time to prepare. Perhaps a lot of them, or even some of them, may not have had a full night's rest yesterday, just thinking about the excitement going into track and giving it their all and ending up on the podium with a trophy. As for the temperatures, I'm happy to report on behalf of everyone who is here, the sun has just shied away a little. We have seen the clouds take over, which could be an indication that some rain may follow, but it's still too early to say, because a rainfall traditionally during this time of the year, as evidence of the happenings of this week, will happen later in the day. So these drivers are currently embarking on their formation lap. And just to give you the standings, we have Leon Koo in pole position, Jonathan Z in second, Chiang Chun Shang in third, with Muhammad Hafiz of the 55-12 Racing in 4th and Arif Hanafia in 5th. And as for the TP2 category, we have only 2 competitors in the form of Chiao Tek Song, who is our TP2 defending champion, and Kanurata. So these drivers will come back to the start line for a standing start. Getting on these warm-up lap just to get those tire temperatures up to speed. Get those engines warmed up, get those tires warmed up, get those brake pads warmed up, get themselves warmed up. It's a lot of warming up preparation, which is a strategy in itself. This is where focus and clear thinking comes into play, blocking everything out. So as I alluded to earlier, Leon Koo in pole position, Jonathan Z in 2nd place, Chiang Chun Shang in 3rd, Muhammad Hafiz in 4th, Chiao Tek Song in 5th, Kanurata also with Kusi Kanto, Arworks Rios Racing in 6th. And I see Fadzil Alang's name there. So our 7 competitors will come to the starting line as we prepare to get this 2026 season underway. They are ready can be. Prepare to grow green. Engines rev, tires warmed up, feet on the throttle. And the countdown is on. And we are green, pedal to the metal. The 2026 TP2000 category is well underway as Leon Koo leads the pack coming into turn 1, immediately given attention by Jonathan Z, who trying to take the outside line, will look to now find the inside line, but maintained there the racing line. Leon Koo just keeping things smooth and clearing the first 3 turns with ease. This will be a battle that I'm sure will unfold throughout the course of this 30 minutes. The battle between Leon Koo and Jonathan Z. The most accomplished competitors in this field. No disrespect to the rest, but these guys have been battling each other for as long as I've been on the mics, and I can see every reason that this battle will continue as Jonathan immediately already plotting moves from behind. I think just based on how Jonathan's driving style is as they come through to turn 8 here, he usually likes to keep his patience, maintain a following position, and then when he senses a gap, when he senses an opening in his opponent, that's when he will look to strike. But take nothing away from the rest. Car number 100, Muhammad Hafiz, competing in that Toyota Yaris. A lot of R&D done over the last 3 years. Now looking to put all those testing and analysis into test here. to see how that Yaris will stack up against the rest of this field. It's extremely close. Leon Koo posting the fastest sector 2, 32 seconds. Jonathan Z replying with the closest, fastest sector 3 in 43 seconds. And oh, there we have it. Perhaps Leon is already coming to take the lead as we approach turn 15. Will Leon snatch the lead? Indeed he does. Leaves, Jonathan taking the lead, leaving Leon in his wake. And we already have a leader that has changed hands. Jonathan Z, as I mentioned earlier, just bidding his time and then finding that joy on turn 15 to overtake Leon Koo. And now it's Leon's turn to play catch up. This is going to be an interesting battle. They are almost rear to bumper. And they will have plenty of time to go at each other. And they've already left quite a significant advantage over the chasing pack. Just 200 over second separating Jonathan Z and Leon Koo. As we see the overtake from Jonathan Z, just taking the outside line. He waits and he waits and he waits and then just pushes Leon Koo a little wide and allows him to get control of the racing line. Leon tries to immediately bite back, but Jonathan does well to fend him off by hugging that inside line and just masterfully guides Leon to the far right of the track. That is experience, that is skill. And Leon knows what he's up against. He knows he's got to find a way to bite back. Will he be able to do it as they come through to turn 11 over here? This is already unfolding into an exciting battle. Both these competitors are leaving the rest to fight among the other positions on their own. They are more intent on getting top spot. They will be mindful of those tire conditions, because while it is nice to put pedal to the metal and try and full throttle it at any given opportunity, they will bear in mind that under these conditions, the tire bears a lot of pressure. And will Leon try and make inroads as they come through to the end of the second lap? Perhaps not just yet. So the first fastest lap belonged to Jonathan Z, 2:31. Leon Koo trailing just a second behind. But the second lap, amazing from Jonathan Z, 2:24. All of them got faster. In fact, Leon Koo with a 2:25 and Chiang Chun Shang with a 2:28. We've been so wrapped up looking at the TP category, the TP2 category, Chiao Tek Song and Kanurata. It's just a shootout for first place pretty much between those two. Currently led by the defending champion Chiao Tek Song in first place. Kanurata is in second place. But all the action happening here between car number 17 and car number 39. Scuba race team, Jonathan Z of course, with Leon Koo in that white and green livery, tailing hotly. Just over 23 minutes. So far that 7 minutes have just went by, and an explosive start from both these guys. Leon Koo has not lost any sort of momentum despite going behind at the end of the first lap there. He trails about 700th of a second, and perhaps for him at this time it's just a matter of playing a cat and mouse a chase. He would rather be the cat and just hang on to the coattails of Jonathan Z and probe for an opening. Turns like this, sharp turns like this where braking comes into play, is where the skills also come into play. And Arif Hanafia, who we see here, of the Papaya Pay Racing team, of course, they are already victorious earlier today in the MTC category, Papaya Pay Racing. Looking to make an impact here as well. Arif Hanafia finds himself against some of these established TP stars. It will be a great experience for him, but of course, he's not just looking for experience, he's looking to make an impact. And he will undoubtedly see how it's done as these guys come through turn 3. Jonathan Z having to fend off a fierce competition from Leon Koo, who has just posted a fastest second sector. And both these guys, in terms of lap times, they've more or less matched each other with matching 2:25. Jonathan, in fact, it was Leon Koo who went about 400th of a second faster than Jonathan Z. And as a result, he has shaved that lead off to 300th of a second. So he's just gotten slightly closer. That itself is a minor advantage, a psychological advantage, because Jonathan will realize that he has the Singaporean close on his heels. And as they come through to 9 and 10, and now 11. Jonathan Z has done well to keep that lead intact since he overtook Leon Koo at the start, at the end of lap 1 at turn 15. And he's now just looking to try and perhaps not even consolidate, just try and get away as much as possible from Leon Koo. It won't be easy though to shake this seasoned competitor as Leon tries to perhaps find the inside line. No, not just yet. He had to brake slightly late and then follow Z behind the racing line. You can see how close they are as the Scuba Race team looks on anxiously, seeing the side of Leon Koo, who might try and find some joy on a turn 1. Again, the door shut by Jonathan Z. Again, he has had to really hug those apex turns and ensure that braking and accelerating has been immaculate, because a slight miscalculation and Leon would be in an instant. And as they had came through that 4th lap earlier, again it was Leon Koo who had posted a marginally faster lap time, lapping at 2:25.588. That's about a 100th over second faster than Jonathan Z. And as a result, he finds himself just on the rear end or rear view of Jonathan Z. It is getting intense in this sweltering heat. And these two guys have left their closest competitor a whopping 12 seconds behind. I remember saying it was just a 2-second advantage that they had. Now it's 12 seconds over Bay Racing's Chiang Chun Shang. And Chiang himself looks to have consolidated, or rather is cementing that final podium spot. He has a 5-second advantage over Harif Hanafia, who has done well for himself to move up 1 position. He's currently in 4th. Muhammad Hafiz, car number 100, in 5th spot. And in the TP2 category, so far no changes. Chiao Tek Song continues to lead the way. clear by 10 seconds over Kanurata in the R-Works Rios. Also, Chiao Tek Song posting a much faster lap time over Kanurata as Leon Koo assumes the lead from Jonathan Z. So the lead switching hands again. Again, it has happened in turn 15. Leon Koo back in the ascendancy. And Jonathan Z will immediately try and find a way past him in turn 1. Not just yet, says Leon. I'm not going to let you try and overtake me so fast. I just got this lead. But here Leon will perhaps try again. No, not yet. That was a quick acceleration there by Leon. Oh, this is such an intense battle. Leon Koo, of course, starting in pole with the lead and then being overtaken at the end of lap 1 by Jonathan Z. And here we have it. Leon Koo once again wrestling that advantage over Jonathan Z. Again, it has happened at the end of the lap, close to turn 15, as they approach the sharp bend. Somehow, Leon finds opening. He spots that opening, sensing that Jonathan has gone slightly wide, and he brakes with perfection and finds that momentum to go past him as they conclude that lap 5. So it's been intense to say the least, and we have had almost half the race gone. It's been an exhilarating shootout between these two. What is for certain that it is not done just yet. Leon just over 200th of a second behind. And he will plot his next attack. Where will it come? Again, this is where the braking has to be absolutely immaculate. The braking and the acceleration has to be spot on. And they've both managed it so well. So, here we go again. Coming through to turn 15. This time, no overtaking from either parties. Leon Koo keeps his lead intact. And it'll be interesting to see lap times. Previous lap times were matching 2:27s. This time it's 2:26. Leon is lapping at almost a second faster. So halfway through the race, we have less than 15 minutes left. This is Chiang Chun Shang, now 17 seconds behind our race leader Leon Koo. I'm sure he can only just sit back and look in amazement at how these guys are leading the way in this turbo class racing. Oh, it looks like Jonathan Z has run into some problem. He's slowed down significantly, and that is a big blow as Chiang Chun Sang looks to overtake him here, and he does so. What has happened? It looks like a tire issue. I think that's a flat left tire that has affected Jonathan Z. What a blow for the Singaporean who had done so well to match Leon Koo for 6 laps of this race. And it's a massive blow. He'll have to go into pits and get that sorted out, but it looks like that's race done. You can see there's no balance in the front tire. That's a completely blown left tire from Jonathan Z. What a blow for the Scuba Racing team. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it was all about tire management, and it was crucial that the tires remain intact because of the braking and the accelerating in intense heat done over such an intense speed as well. And as a result of chasing Leon Koo, he's had to stretch the machine and really push it, and ultimately blew that left front tire. And as you can see, the pit crew are waiting with a replacement, but it's not going to change the course of how Jonathan Z is going to fare. As you can see, a close-up of that left tire. It's almost coming out of its rim. What a blow for Jonathan Z of the Scuba Racing team. And look at that, it's pretty much coming out. He's just had to slow down almost to a standstill. That tire is almost out of the car. Unbelievable. And the main priority now for Z is to get into the pits and get that sorted out. And he will just look to try and complete the race. His pit crew members are already on standby. They're going to have this tire change. Of course, this is an unscheduled pit stop. There is no pit stops apart from emergencies and incidents like this. As you can see, that tire is just shot, absolutely shot. He's going to get that sorted out. He had his moments, Jonathan Z. He had that fine moment where he overtook our race leader, Leon, at the end of the first lap, and then only to find himself trailing again. And he was doing so well to contend with Leon Koo. But ultimately, the car was listening, but the tire, that left tire wasn't. And it is unfortunate setback, a massive setback. He will just look to complete today's race and go again tomorrow. We definitely look to see that battle reassuming, continuing for race 2, as Jonathan Z comes through, hits back to his pit to get that tire change and try and get back on track as soon as possible. Absolutely shot. You can see it is basically torn to shreds. The new tire goes in. And for the Singaporean, it's just all about trying and keeping a positive mindset and hoping that he can take lessons from this incident, this tire setback, and come back stronger tomorrow. If you want to know and see how a shredded tire looks like, ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolute close-up of it. But these things are common, especially in this turbo class, where these guys are really looking to push their machines to the max. As Z prepares to get back out there, currently in 5th position in the remaining of these 9 minutes or so. At the top, Leon Koo has a 23-second advantage. There is the man in focus. He's currently out there on his own. It's pretty much solo driving by Koo. He's having the time of his life, I'm sure. Of course, he will feel for his compatriot. He will feel for Jonathan Z, but he will be glad to know that this race is his to lose. And he is on course to fulfill his quest to win the race. Told Irene earlier that he had set his sights on winning the race, and he just has about 8.5 minutes to see that mission fulfilled. As there is a small battle here between, and this is for podium actually. this is a big battle. I'm sorry, not a small battle. This is a battle for podium between Arif Hanafia and also Muhammad Hafiz. Separated by only a second. That Toyota Yaris has overtaken that Mercedes. Absolutely amazing. And you can see celebrations from the team members there. Muhammad Hafiz in that Toyota Yaris, showing what that Yaris can do, even though he was swiftly overtaken by Arif. It was a small moment of joy for Hafiz. But this is the battle that we have for podium between third and fourth place. Arif Hanafia of the Papaya Pay Racing versus Muhammad Hafiz of the 5512 Racing. Can Hafiz look to try and conjure up what he did earlier? He's done well, he's kept the momentum, he's kept the pace, he's not let up. They are both just separated by less than a second. It's that close. That Yaris is showing that it can contend with this Mercedes, and it will try and give this Papaya Pay Racing driver fight for his life. As you can see, the back bumper just a little bit ajar. There's a loose back bumper of Arif's Mercedes. And Chow Tek Song, as a result of Jonathan Z's setback, finds himself in P5. He, of course, still holds that advantage over Kanurata. And he looks to be getting off on the right foot, the defending champion in the TP2 category. But this is the battle that is for everyone to see. Again, we have car number 100, Muhammad Hafiz, again with the overtake. Arif again having to play catch up, and it could be because of that back bumper that may be affecting that Mercedes. 3 years this car has been in research, and Hafiz was saying earlier that he has studied the track, he has studied this competition for 3 years now. That all that research, all that competition, all that analysis, it looks to be paying off because he currently has the lead, and most importantly, he is in a podium position. If he can just maintain this over the course of the next 4 over minutes, he will be able to get his first podium of the season. And what a morale boost it will be to him. Not if Harif has anything to say about it, because Harif will look to bite back in this Mercedes. Toyota showing that it's no slouch when it comes to this battle. Of course, it's not just the car, it's also the capabilities of the driver. Hafiz currently leading the line in third spot. At the top, Leon Koo holds a 30-second advantage over Chian Chung Shang. So that race pretty much belongs to Leon Koo. He's been in an absolute class of his own. He's been lapping the fastest. In fact, the only person that could have matched him for a lap time was Jonathan Z in the last lap after he had that tire change. But Jonathan is way behind in the pecking order. He's going to just try and perhaps find his way up the standings. Even if he can get himself to P6, that would be some sort of a morale boost for Jonathan Z, who suffered a tire setback earlier, and is now just looking to complete this race in the best position. And credit to Jonathan Z, he's done well for himself. He's posted one of the fastest lap time, only to be matched by this man, Leon Koo, who is just out there on his own, in a class of his own. Looking to try and consolidate this position. Of course, after the end of these final 2 minutes, we will have an additional lap before being officially crowned champion, Leon Koo. So there is some racing to be done. It's not over yet. This is Chiao Tek Song, who is pretty much really commanded that TP2 category. Of course, only 2 competitors. He's only had Kanurata to fend off, but the defending champion, again in a class of his own, he's just done so well for himself. Jonathan Z, all he can do now is try and find his way up the standings, post his better lap times. And as we came through that latest lap, Jonathan Z had actually posted the fastest lap time, 2:27. He's even lapped faster than Leon Koo. So he's currently the fastest man on track. So that's got to be some psychological boost for Jonathan Z, despite the setback that had happened earlier. Leon Koo in the last lap, 2:27. Best lap of 2:25. But the most important stat is the position that he currently commands, which is number 1 with less than a minute left to go. This Honda FK7 looking to secure the first win of the season. It's pretty much a cruise control driving from Leon Koo, who, like I mentioned earlier, has had battles in the past, intense, exciting battles with, of course, Jonathan Z, Boy Wong, Roy Tang. I also remember 2 seasons ago, they had some major battles as well. So Leon Koo knows all about battles, but he also knows about solo, solitary driving, comfortable driving, and driving to success, driving to pole position, driving to victory. He is going to secure this championship in due course. As we get a confirmation that we are waiting for the leader before embarking on that additional extra lap. That's Chian Shung Shang. I'm sure he'll be delighted to take a second spot, the Bay Racing driver, benefiting from the setback that had happened to Jonathan Z. And Kanurata, of course, this seasoned Japanese racing in the R-Works Rios. And this is Muhammad Hafiz, currently in the final podium spot. Muhammad Hafiz, and I sense there might be an issue with Arif Hanafia's Papaya Racing, because we have confirmation that he has pitted, and there is a tire issue as well, which you will see shortly. It is a right tire issue, similar to what happened to Jonathan Z, a blown tire, short tire, a tire setback, which has derailed Arif's chances of trying to fight for that final podium finish, leaving Hafiz to consolidate that third place. And as we get confirmation that Leon Koo is coming into his last lap, there we have it. He will cruise to victory. But he will, of course, keep in mind what has happened to his rivals. The latest one being Arif Hanafia with a short tire. And Arif now looks to get back out there, but I think it's a little too late in terms of trying to grab that final podium finish, because Hafiz has opened up 9 seconds and counting. I'm sure he'll be much faster once Arif gets back out on track. All these are, of course, lessons that not just Jonathan and Arif will take, but the rest of the field as well, coming into tomorrow's race 2. That tire management is so crucial. It's going to be such an important component. Leon Koo, for him, he will not have such thoughts at the moment. His thoughts will be about how is he going to celebrate with his team when he crosses that line as champion. It will be such a huge moment for Leon Koo to be crowned a champion in this season opening Mtcc race. To be able to be embroiled in such a intense battle early on with his countrymen, and then come out on top with his car intact, with his tires intact, with his ego intact, and with his reputation as a soon-to-be champion of Race 1, Round 1. It has been an absolute joy to watch Leon Koo in action today. He's shown that experience to fend off competition from Jonathan Z, and then to realize when he didn't have much of a competition, just to maintain that consistent driving and not put additional burden on those tires as he comes through this final bend to take victory as the TP champions. Lights flashing, and Leon Koo is crowned champion of the TP category. And Chao Tek Seong behind him also confirmed as champion of the TP2 category. Leon Koo doing the business from start to finish. Starting in pole, as we see Arif Hanafia just looking to complete this race. He will finish in P4. And of course, Jonathan Z was behind him. These two races with the short tires, tire setbacks that have just derailed their race as Jonathan Z comes through. So all our competitors are through to the finish line, and they will soon come into Park Femi. And queue celebrations, I'm sure, will be in store for Leon and also Chao Tek Seong. Absolutely amazing from Leon Koo, the Singaporean. Started off well, saw his lead dissipate for a moment when Jonathan Z overtook him at the end of the first lap, only for Leon Koo to regain that advantage in the same exact spot as they came through that bend in turn 15. And then after that, as Jonathan Z was so busy trying to regain that advantage. It suffered a blow, shot his left tire, and that paved the way for Leon Koo to pretty much stride to victory, leaving the rest of the competitors in his wake and securing the bragging rights of being champion in the first race of the season. So our 7 drivers will head back to Park Fair May, where they will park their cars, and soon we will also have the podium ceremony. Team members ready to greet him, our champion. Number 1 indeed, Leon Koo with a short wave, and we will be getting some reactions from him right away.
Congratulations, congratulations, Leon. Congratulations, you made it, you made it. So, as I also asked you earlier, how do you think you will do? Now I think you have a different answer for that. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. It's good to win. And I think Jonathan is having a better racecraft. For experience, I think it's much better. Yeah, so it's up to the car reliability.
It was a very intense fight I saw earlier between you and Jonathan Z. As you predicted as well, of course, you are both amazing drivers. How do you think it's going to do tomorrow, though?
It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. It will be a clean race. Okay. So we'll try.
All right. Congratulations once again to you, Leon Koo. Race 1, round 1, winner for MTCC this season. See you in the podium.
Thank you.
And back to Nick.
What sportsmanship shown by Leon Koo, paying homage to Jonathan Z by saying that he had a better racecraft, and just so unfortunate that his tire gave way midway through the race. Such a great a sportsman Leon Koo is, and of course we will look to see the same battle. And we're going to go for an interview with another champion in the form of Chiao Tek Song.
Car number 11, our first place winner for our TP2 category, race 1, round 1, MTCC 2026. Congratulations, Jason Chow.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
Feeling very good now, so very good the result.
Okay. How do you think you fared compared to the qualifying yesterday? Do you think the race today was slightly easier, or do you think it was a bit challenging? Give us a bit of gist what happened on the track.
Today very hot, so we need to overcome the tire to overheat. So we need to try smooth. That's all.
Because we did see quite a number of tire outbursts as well earlier. So there were a lot of different fellow riders with you as well that had problems with their tires. Is there something that will concern you for tomorrow's race comparing to how you fared today?
I don't know also, but I think we review that is still okay now. So I don't know.
We don't know. It's a suspense. We don't know. You have to see. You have to tune in to us. Congratulations once again. We will see you up on the podium. Back to Nick.
There is no guessing of the star quality that is Chiao Tek Song, our defending champion. Again, showing his class to win that TP2 category. And this is the official classifications. Leon Koo in a class of his own, benefiting from that setback to Jonathan Z to take top spot. Chian Chung Shang in second place. Mohammad Hafiz Kamarudin, what a debut for him, finishing in third spot. Arif Hanafia also with a tire setback. He finishes in fourth. And for Jonathan Z, he will look back and try and come back stronger for tomorrow's race. He finishes in fifth. And only two competitors in the TP2 category. Chiao Tek Song obviously winning that battle over Kanurata and reigning supreme in the TP2. And this is how the action unfolded under sweltering conditions here at the Petronas Sepang International Circuit. Leon Koo, of course, in the lead. He started off hot and heavy, given intense competition by Jonathan Z, who tried to put the pressure as early as turn 1. And Jonathan would eventually find joy to overtake Leon Koo at the end of the first lap at turn 15. Here we have it, Jonathan Z managing to find joy as he overtakes Leon Koo for the lead. But Leon refused to be undeterred. He stormed back to regain the lead at the same spot in turn 15, leaving Jonathan to try and mount the challenge and really put pressure on his compatriot. And this is what happened as a result of putting too much of pressure. He had a short left tire, and as a result had to come in for the tire change, which ultimately proved a major setback for him and left him finishing in a last spot. And this was a major battle that unfolded between Mohammad Hafiz and Arif Hanafia. Battle for podium. As you can see, that Toyota Yaris with years of research and analysis doing a number on that Mercedes, and no such issues for Leon Koo, who benefited from that tire setback of Jonathan Z. He would stroll to victory for his first win of the season, race 1, round 1. And as humble as he is, he would later then still credit his countrymen, but of course he will once again look to try and secure the double. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings the end of our coverage for today. Please don't forget to tune in for race 2, both in the MT and the TP category. I'm Nicholas, signing off. Have a great afternoon.
The ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hungkook Tire.